All right, welcome back, everyone. So it's been a few months, but folks down in Florida still picking up the pieces in the aftermath of Hurricane Ian. In the wake of all the destruction and devastation, so many people stepped up to volunteer and help with the disaster response. That includes many folks here in Oklahoma. And one of those volunteers, George Timmis, joins us now. George, thank you for being here. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
And thank you for all the work that you did down there in Florida.
I appreciate that.
What was that like? When did you decide to heed the call to step up and go down there to help?
Well, I just joined the Red Cross, and part of the disaster action team is where we do single home fires and help individuals in Oklahoma and Kansas area. And a friend of mine was with the Red Cross, and he's like, you know, I'm retired, so it's a good gig, so something to fill a void of time. And then when the hurricane hit, I was like, well, I've got free time and I can do this. So, and it's an area that I knew well, so it wasn't like I was going to go into something that I didn't know.
Have you ever been in the middle of a disaster zone or a hurricane zone like that? Is
Yeah,
this your first
Hurricane
time?
Andrew.
Hurricane Andrew, back in 1992.
Yes,
I
the
remember
Metro
it.
Dade fire.
I remember it well, down there living in Florida. Yeah. So you went down there, and what did you see? Kind of paint the picture for what the people down there were dealing with.
Well, the surprise to me was the identity of the Red Cross. It has two identities. One is a local and state chapters, which are doing really good for Oklahoma and towns in Oklahoma. And their mission is volunteers. We need volunteers. But you have the identity of the national level of the Red Cross, and that's completely different. I think they kind of lost their footing when they hit the ground. I had 4 supervisors in the 14 days I was there, and some supervisors didn't even know the person they were replacing. So it was a lot of disconnect. You had people that didn't know which direction some things were going, so you're just logistically trying to figure out, okay, if they don't know, then I need to find a path to know. Within 13 hours of being there, I was the manager or supervisor of a disaster aid station. And that was like my area to kind of help. It is a total disaster there. There's some areas that you saw some of the pictures, but you saw a lot of areas that were just wiped. It was just foundations. Everything else that was on top of them is gone. And people were without food and water. You're dealing with that every day. You know, hearing horror stories about people talking about being in their houses when the water level was rising so high that they were kind of trying to make a pact with each other how they were going to go. And, you know, hearing stories like that, it just kind of blinks and you just think, wow, this is horrible.
Oh my gosh, that is absolutely devastating. What is the most surprising or heartbreaking thing that you saw that comes to mind while you were down there?
People walking away knowing their houses aren't there, and all the belongings that they did have, you know, days ago no longer exist. You know, you're handing them a tote and that's for their entire house. You know, you've got dreams, and when it's Oklahoma and tornadoes, you fall asleep, you have everything, you're asleep in your bed, the alarm goes off, you go to your safe place, you come out of your safe place, and everything you had has disappeared, you know. And you don't want to say things like, well, at least you're alive. Well, yes, at least I'm alive. But hours ago, I had everything I needed. Now, I have nothing, and I've got my fingers crossed. They've got an insurance company that's going to stand behind me.
Yeah, because the insurance situation down there is rough.
It's
and there's
dire,
a lot of people,
because when this happens, you know, there's no savings account for that. It's just good luck. You know, even the people on Sanibel Island, there's a lot of wealthy families out there. They went from having a $1 million house to not. And everything they had in it is gone. All memories, anything they had.
Wow. Well, thank goodness for you stepping up and all the volunteers that stepped up and went down there. Just a few seconds left here. What would your message be to other people in terms of getting out there and volunteering? What would you tell them if they're thinking about stepping in the middle of another disaster like this?
Be hope. We're on the way.
All right. Very well said. Sir, thank you for everything you did down there. We appreciate it. And welcome back home here in Oklahoma.